we're back and we're in a very different type of location today. Now hear me out, hold on. This is Zoar, Ohio. Zoar, Ohio has two things going for it. The first thing is that it is a historical site. It's like on the historical registry. It was built in 1819, and as you'll soon see, all the buildings still look exactly the same. So that's kind of cool. But it's October. I'm a big fan of Halloween. And Zoar has the distinction of being Ohio's most haunted city. I don't know what that means necessarily. I didn't write the brochure. I don't know how that's qualified, but we are here. We're gonna take some pictures. We've got the R5. I almost just died. I mean, I almost died. I would be haunting the streets of Zoar. Maybe that's how it became the most haunted city in Ohio. Let's start off by getting some of these pictures. Now, just because, you know, it's kind of haunted and all that stuff doesn't mean we're not gonna do what we do. We're all about we're still all about the photos here. So that's what we're gonna be working on today. And we're here with the R5, the 24-105 F4, and let's go see if we can, let's do our best not to get burned at the stake. I don't want to be like mistaken for a witch or anything. I mean, I don't know if it's a historical site, right? So does that mean like all the laws are still the same? They still do stonings and now, as far as I know, all the houses are privately owned. So I still think, you know, they're just owned by peoples. So I don't think like any of the houses themselves are sort of government owned, you know what I mean, or kept up. And I don't even know how that works. Like if you own a historical home, do you get like any money, any tax credits for having to maintain it? I don't know. But because of that, we can't really go like deep into people's yards. So we're gonna be sticking to the streets. It is street photography, so. That says hair by appointment. Nope. That's kind of my motto these days too. Those plants don't even look real. I'm always hesitant about taking photos of people's windows, but I can't see in there, so. We should walk slower. It's not a big place. We might see everything within like the first 5 minutes. My goodness, I mean, everything here is it's beautiful. Let's go into their little public garden area. Okay, so you'll notice here, like, every house is numbered. This one says number 9. This was a commune. And so, like, as a commune, each house would go to whichever house was sort of the, I don't know what the term is, but it, like, you know, the, where they kept all the food, the commune's warehouse, I guess. And based on which house number you had, that's how they knew how much food you would get for that period. Once a week, you would go there at the start of the week. These are cool looking places though, man. And then some other kind of interesting facts, since we're already on the fact train, is that at one point, they were worried about overpopulating their little town here. And as a result, the town took a agreed town-wide, they all agreed to have a town-wide vow of celibacy. And that celibacy lasted for 8 years. And that was all just to fight overpopulation. So, you think the rules are strict in your house? They actually, even though everybody had their own houses, from what I've read, during that 8 year of celibacy, they had a male dorm house and a female dorm house, and that's where everybody would sleep. And then you could congregate during the day, I guess. Oh, we got a guy coming in here to do some yard work. Oh, there goes a rabbit. How cool is that? I feel like the last few photo things that we've done, we've ended up a couple times sort of in these little naturey areas. It's kind of neat. We should be able to sneak out here on the other side and continue our adventure here in Zoar. And if you like kind of this somewhat off-topic type of video, I mean, normally we're in the city, we're doing city stuff. This is definitely different. If you like this, let me know in the comments. Drop a like, please subscribe, and definitely let me know in the comments if you like it. And actually, the truth is, because I'm trying to do stuff that, you know, people enjoy, if you came here and you did not like this, you want me to stick to the streets, to the city, let me know, and let me know that in the comments as well, because you can't hurt my feelings. I won't be, if you say this is not your cup of tea and you just want me to stick to the streets, that's cool. But if you like this, that's awesome too. We won't make it a regular thing. We're gonna kind of mess around and do some stuff for Halloween, for October. Got a couple other things coming on, but right after that, we'll get right back to our regularly scheduled programs. And like I said before, I'm not a flower photographer, but I can't help myself. Look at these things. Very cool. Zoar is very popular with people who are love the paranormal. Look at these little squashes. very popular with people who love the paranormal for obvious reasons. If it's going to be the most haunted city, better be popular for it. They do some really cool vigils and things like that here. Can we go? Oh, yes, we can. And we go out. Awesome. That's a hard photo to get because it's so dark and the sky is just right behind it. Now, I don't know if this giant tricycle sculpture is period. I don't know if that's authentic. It is for sale though, apparently, so. I mean, would you want to live in a place like this? If I'm smart enough to remember, we'll have to look up what the price of a house like this costs. Which way should we go? I like to just walk around in circles. Confuses me, confuses everybody watching the video. We'll come back over there. Oh, actually, let's go over there now, because we might lose the light. And I did see something over here that's kind of cool. So we are backtracking. Oh, we didn't even get a picture of the building while we were in there. Well, we'll come back. We'll come back. We're not done yet. We got time. You know, it's not a dark day by any means, but maybe it's just me and I'm all into the whole paranormal thing, but doesn't it feel a little spooky dark? That's a cool place. And I think this one is for demonstrations perhaps, but I am definitely going to get in a little bit closer here. And if somebody yells at us, we will scamper away. Very cool. All right, one more picture. Am I able to get this as a thing here? We'll see if that comes out or not. Oh, and you know our love of doors. Do people have to act surprised? Is it like part of the law? Like if I walk around with a camera, they're like, oh, what magical device is that? All right, so this is the #1 house. And there's supposedly a ghost. Inside house numero uno. And I don't think anybody lives here. No, it looks like a museum. So let's do this. This is the ghost's chance to show itself. And if somehow we manage to capture a ghost, I'm gonna be so stoked. So dark. Can I focus? Struggling to focus. There we go. There we go. Got it. I mean, if you needed a dose of sort of old world fall, I think we're delivering right now, don't you? Oh man, this just looks so cool. They actually have, look at this, they actually have fire lit. I mean, how, yo, come on. I'm getting a picture of that just for you. Lit fire lamps. I mean, all these buildings are just like ridiculously awesome. People are talking, it's ruining my immersion. I just need them to go to their dormitories. Look, these squirrels are taking down all of the nuts. It's the Zoar School Inn. All right, let's go back this way and then head right. the picket fence in front of it. Well, let's see what this is. I think this is an old school. Maybe it's a modern school or still a school. There it is. That's the school. I mean, 1868, that's a kind of, what, 50 years after it was initially built, the town. So that's a long time to wait to put your school up. All your kids are 50 by that point. But is the schoolhouse haunted? Let's find out. It's empty. We'll have to wait and edit these photos, see if there's anything spooky in there. The fire department is for rent. You would think an old city would be more prone to fires than a new city, but not trying to jinx anybody. Boy, look at the colors on this stuff. Can I get that? Oh, look at that, we finally have like just a little break in the daylight. The clouds are coming through, or the sun is coming through the clouds. A thing is happening. This is the meeting house. The Zoar separatists were so called because they left the established Lutheran church in their native southeastern Germany. And as pietists, their faith was based on the Bible and centered on a mystical and direct relationship with God. That's actually the interesting thing. So Zoar is named after a biblical city for which I believe Lot escaped to when Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed. Now, look, here's the thing. I am not a biblical scholar at all. So if everything I just said was wrong, don't even come at me, man. Here we go, get some mushrooms. Speaking of easy photos, look at that building just sort of against that backdrop way over there. Can we get it? Oh, yes, we can. My goodness, that almost looked like a, we'll have to see if it comes out the way that it looks like on the back of the screen. Had a very painterly look to it, my goodness. All right. Here goes the caretaker, taking care. Trees in Ohio have not really started to reach their color maximum, so probably like it's gonna get really cold this weekend, so we'll see. I mean, this is actually one of the rare times where I actually do take you to a nice place. Okay. Looks like somebody taking family portraits. That's cool. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Wow. We got really lucky with the light, huh? Don't they know I have ducks and geese at home? All right, this looks super stable. The GoPro's waterproof at least. Maybe one of these. It's hard to know which orientation I want here. It's just the moment is very beautiful and dynamic. Even the simple things like that. All right. We love the steps. It's our cardio. Up in here is our always got to have a forest tunnel. Oh man, hold on. It's dark. There we go. Oh, look at this. Just the sun through the trees is pretty cool too. All right, well, we're heading into a dark forest minutes before the sun goes down. What do you think? Worth the effort? Feels like it. Okay, guys, it says Zoar Cemetery. We're going. Stop trying to talk me out of it. A cemetery at night? Come on. This is probably, we probably just passed the threshold where this becomes like a found footage horror movie. Like I lose my keys, my phone, the path, you know, like at sunset, the forest becomes a maze that you can't get out of. Ooh, that's beautiful. My God, that's cool. We are at an ISO of 400. Let's go to 800 now. And I think this is it. I think this is the cemetery. This is definitely a cemetery. Very interesting. They've got markers for important people. That was the tanner. He ran the tannery. This is Howard A. Sarbaugh. He authored the brief history of Zoar in 1931. Maybe I can get over here. Sorry, everybody whose resting place I am treading upon. We are here to appreciate. Just don't haunt me. That's all I'm trying to say. Don't, like, you know, do the whole spirit attached thing and I think the ground's a little soft, like your foot sort of sinks in a couple places. Let's look at these few markers here, and then we'll call our visit to the cemetery done. All right, we've got John Ricker. He was in charge of weaving the linen. And Anna Link, the first overseer of the community bakery. A variety of breads, rolls the bakery made a must-stop place in Zoar. Look, I'm not the world's best reader, so if you're here for like a literary experience, wrong channel. All right. Is there a photo there? Kinda. Maybe do one like where this tombstone is like really, really prominent here. Chirping animal. What do you want? You hear that? He's really giving it his all. Spending every calorie barking at us. All right. This is where we test my theory. Can we actually make it out of this? Do we have this park to ourselves? If we do, we're going to take one more set of photos here. Oh, we do. This is our park. I love how this thing looks right here. I can hear something way over there. Oh, it's a heron. I don't think I have the ability to zoom in on this thing. I don't. Oh my God, it's so small in frame. All right, let's zoom in. He's so tiny. But he's over there. A little heron just hanging out in the water. I know I've already taken this photo, but we have to see it one more time, and then we're done. and then we're done, okay? You just don't get a chance to see sunsets quite as insane as this. And there it is, guys. Right now, this is all ours. And there it is, guys. That's the end of our little excursion today. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you like this, please subscribe. It makes a huge difference to a small channel like mine. And you gotta do me a favor, you gotta promise me to keep it street, and I will check you soon. Peace.